Hello and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, today I will be showing you how to create this Rasta inspired, made by Mitchell, competition sort of inspired makeup look. I am taking part in the Made by Mitchell competition. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Made by Mitchell is making a competition style thing on Instagram where Mitchell himself goes live and creates a makeup look that he encourages his followers to recreate. So that's what I did today. I hope you enjoy it, and if you would like to find out how I created this look, then just keep on watching. Right, so I'm going to do this completely different. I'm going to somewhat work in reverse. He had his old base done. I actually want to cut out what I'm going to make, I think. Oh, and I think I'm going to use my good friend tape. I want that line to be nice and sharp. It's going to help me judge how lifted I want this look. So I'm using tape. Now, tape is the hardest part of the makeup when you do use tape. Okay, I think that could be alright. You know what? I'm just gonna say this is it. Let's be honest, I just want to have fun recreating this makeup. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer today. There's no particular reason. He uses, I'm guessing it's something from P. Louise, and then he uses a black liner. I'm gonna do something completely different. Okay, let's throw some eyeshadow on. I'm going to start off with Chemtrail, or Chemtrail, I think he called it Chemtrail in the live. And I'm going to place this in the middle. I really like this colour. It's not as green as I would want it to be though. It's almost a yellow, but I like it. It looks cute. It's gonna look nice. Now I'm going to take Tiger Lily and place that eyeshadow on the outer third. By the way, I forgot to mention, I'm putting this like just above the crease, and I'm quite literally just packing my eyeshadow on. I'm not really blending much. I'm just using like a tapping motion to pack these on, and it kind of blends by itself. I love. One more brush. This is a fine flat brush, and I think Venom should work in this. He's using like a bluey colour, so let's just use this, and I'm putting this on the inner third. This is like proper Rasta colours. I immediately thought that when he was making that light. However, in my inner third, I'm not pulling it too far up. Again, to blend the middle shade and the inner corner shade, all you have to do is kind of tap them on top of each other and it'll work. I think I'll need a darker red, because Tiger Lily is a lovely shade, but it's not quite as dark as the inner corner one, although I'm going to add black, so maybe I won't need it. Okay, let's do that first. And now let's build that darkness. I'm going to take oh, I love that name. It was such a clever name. Ammo, the black, and I'm going to start off near my lash line, just pulling it up, and I'm basically just wiggling my brush, applying a little bit of black to that Tiger Lily shade on the outer corner. I'm going to take my brush and blend that in. Unfortunately, Be Perfect has a better black. The one in the Feet on the Ground is good. I like it too. But this one is a little bit better. I do like it more. So I'm making a very black, almost winged liner on the outer corner there. And I'm now going to take a liquid liner. And this is the hard part because you want to make a nice thin line. And I want my eye look to be quite straight. His had a dip and it winged out. Mine is going to be pretty straight. I prefer that for my eyes usually. Because Mitchell was using a black gel liner to do the black, his is very, very intense, the outer corner and the inner corner. What I'm going to do is do something similar but not quite. I'm actually going to take an eyeshadow and I'm going to foil it. I've done this numerous amounts of time. This way it almost works as a gel liner. It packs a punch. And I'm using Tiger Lily to blend the edges. For that inner black, I'm going to use a flat brush because it has a nicer tip. I don't want to add too much black in my inner corner. I think the look will look quite heavy. I think the look will look, yeah, the makeup look will look quite heavy, quite dark. Which is fine if you want that. I just don't like my looks too dark. They need to be balanced, you know? Okay? And I know that looks a mess, but that's why I do my eyes first, because I have more precision doing it that way. Let's take the tape off and see what that looks like. Looking cute. Totally different approach. Maybe not well, yeah, approach, I guess. Different technique, but it looks cute. Alright, let me do the other eye off camera and I will be right back. I honestly thought this look was going to be too much for my liking, but I really, really like it. Like the colour story, the colour combo. Well done, Mitchell, on doing that. Let's do the base and finish off the look. Today, for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate foundation. I haven't used this in a very long time. My family always finds the best timing to make dinner when I'm doing my makeup, when I'm filming. My dad is tenderizing the meat right now. I wonder if you'll be able to hear him in a minute. I'm going to conceal my eyes, and today I'm using a combination of Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer and the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. I forgot to do my favourite step, cream bronze, and I'm taking my usual Revolution foundation. I'm sorry about the noise, guys. Since it's still locked down, everyone's at home. Oh, I love this step. Honestly, just bronzing your face is a must. I can't leave the house without it. Okay, time to powder, and I'm going to take my Kimchi Puff Puff Pass to set my face. And I just have to take a little bit of Tiger Lily with Arcade as my blush today. And since Mitchell used his eyeshadow palette for his highlighter, I'm going to do the same. I'm taking Bless You. And if you ever wonder why I'm using a damp sponge on top of my highlight, it's to just blend it in and marry my base with my highlighter. It's not as just like powdery on top. I personally think it looks better. Okay, time for the brows, and I'm going to use something that I've been using recently, and it is a glue stick. I remembered that Mario, Kim Kardashian's makeup artist, uses this as his brow gel. I've tried it the other day, fell in love with it, held my brow even better than my Westbound Co. soap brow. So nice and affordable, loads of product, can't go wrong. So I just wet it. I wet this a little bit. I take it on a spoolie and brush it through my brows. And look how fluffy they are. Honestly, growing out my brows was the best decision in 2020. How fluffy! I'm actually intrigued by the new product Anastasia's coming out with, although honestly I'm thinking it's probably just going to do the same job as everything else on the market. And for the rest of the brows, my routine has not changed. I'm using my super thin angled brush and Anastasia Beverly Hills Tip Brow Pomade. Time to finish off the eyes, and I thought maybe it would look interesting if I added that shade right here and that shade right here, but I'm thinking it might contrast too much, so I'm basically going to mimic what's on the top, starting off with Hemtrail, and I'm going to pack this on right in the middle. To get the most impact, I am taking a little bit of setting spray to almost wet it a little bit. It will stick on there a little bit better. Time for Tiger Lily. I love this shadow. This colour is everything. Okay, time for Venom. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this on the inner half, but I'm just, like I said, mimicking the top lid and hoping it's gonna look good. And finally, a little bit of black to join the lower and the upper lid. I think the one last thing I want to do is to elongate my inner corner. So I'm taking the same liquid liner I was using for that line at the top, and I'm just making a line out. The longer I look at it, the worse it looks, but for a minute there I liked it. So maybe if I put a little bit of mascara on my falsies, I'll like it. So let's do that real quick. For my mascara, I'm using L'Oreal Lash Paradise, of course. And my falsies today are from a Depop shop that I can't remember the name of, but I'll put it in the description box below. But the style is Dahlia. Okay, finishing touch on the eyes, I'm going to take the NYX Ico pencil in Off Tropic. It's a yellow liner basically, and I'm putting it in my bottom waterline. For the lips, I'm going to mimic Mitchell, and I'm going to start off with quite a dark brown lip liner, and I'm outlining my lips. I outlined my lips and I added like a little bit of shading because this will be extreme. I'm taking Nude Kate from Charlotte Tilbury in the middle. I can't be bothered with a brush, so I just wiggle my lips. I use my finger to blend it in. I kind of like this, but I think I'm missing that hem trail right here. Mitchell has definitely done like this very yellowy, greeny inner corner. That's a little bit better and a little bit more Mitchell. Alright you guys, so here it is. This is my final look today. As you can see, similar makeup look interpreted by me, and I had a completely different technique to it. It just shows you that a lot of different ways can lead to a similar result. Go and follow Made by Mitchell. If I'm not mistaken, the new live will be tonight, so again, go and follow Made by Mitchell and take part in this competition, because you know, you can get discovered by a brand. So yeah, as always, I hope you have enjoyed that. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. You are the best, and I hope to see you next time.